Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here, I'm Linz. So if you did happen to catch last week's turkey video where I done the roasted turkey leg with the air fryer and all that kind of thing, I did say in one of the comments under that I was going to be showing you another way of doing it. So we are going to be using the new Instant Pot Mini 3.8 4-quart Rio today. I already have some oil heating up, or well, I don't know whether you can probably see that, sauteing off, shall we say, in here with 1 chopped onion. So not going to be as long a video today, I'm afraid, but this is just what we have going on. So in here I just have 1 medium onion chopped up, and I'm just getting that to kind of go a bit more translucent rather than brown. I am going to be adding in some sage. If you have some fresh sage, yeah, then go ahead and use that. If I can find my teaspoon. I am adding in with this a good teaspoon, I'll say, of sage. And that is just going to help the flavour come through in them onions and things like that. Now, I'm not going to be using a stock cube like I did in last week's video. Again, you know, if you haven't seen that, I will try and link it down below in the description or maybe in a pinned comment or something. It's just to give a couple of different options. I'm not doing a full sort of roast dinner today because, yeah, I just, you know, I don't see the point. And at this rate, I'm going to be so sicky of turkey roast dinners by the time Christmas comes. On this plate here, oh, there we go. This here is my turkey leg. Now, somebody I think said in one of the comments, this cut is actually called in Maryland. I'm not sure. Let me know if you know. Basically, it's the turkey leg with the thigh on it as well. I have this just on the rack at the moment. So it's going to be easy for me just to pop in there. I am going to add some sage. You can do this when it's in the pan if you want to. More sage. If you don't like it, you can swap it out for parsley, or if you don't want anything like that at all, then don't worry about it. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. So just your standard table salt. Again, use whichever salt you like, and I am going to be using some ground white pepper. Okay, so in the Instant Pot over here now at the moment, oh, I've let them onions go a bit much, but they're all right, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I have in here, this is just plain water. It's either around 350 mils or 1.5 cups. So I'm just adding that in there. Very, very simple recipe, this one. Do that. I'm going to take the turkey leg. Hope it fits. Oh, it's tight, but it'll work. He says, with fingers crossed. I'll just get rid of this for a second. Now, hopefully we can see this. I can't get this to stop flickering. I have tried everything, different lighting, and it's not happening. So basically, to start off with, we're putting the lid on. We're making sure this is on sealing, okay? I'm going to pressure cook. Now, that turkey leg is 740 grams. It came in a pack of 2. So this is just another ideal way of me to be able to use this up and show you what I'm doing. I'm going to keep the keep warm setting on. So that is 30 minutes on, well, it only does high pressure, this machine, and we're going to press start. That's going to take probably in around, I'm going to come up another bit. That's going to take in and around 15-20 odd minutes to come up to pressure. Then it's going to do its 30 minutes, and then I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes to do a little bit of a natural release. And when that's done that, I'll come back and show you how I'm going to be doing the veg and the gravy. And I'm going to take this out and I'm going to pop it into the Ninja Pro Max or Max Pro. Bigger drawed air fryer, just to give it a little bit more colour. Sorry, that's the turkey leg I'm going to be putting there. Did I say that? I'm not sure. So we'll be back when this has done. It's 30 minutes of pressure, 10 minutes of natural release. Then we're going to do a quick release. I'll bring you back for that bit. Just wanted to pop back on just for a second while this is in the middle of cooking. Now it's under pressure. It's doing its cooking thing. But I don't know, I'm sure the camera's picking that up there as we see it. I don't have this with any of the other 3 Instant Pots I have, where it is slowly releasing steam all the time. And every so often it will let out a big spurt of steam. And I don't know, you can even... Oh, it's bubbling now as well. So if any of you do have this particular Instant Pot, can you let me know down in the comments, is yours doing this? Because that to me, maybe it's something that it doesn't get to too much pressure. I don't know. But I had to just pop back on and show you that. So, as you just seen, this has a little bit of an issue, and I'm going to post that video up separately, so you would have already seen that. If you do have any ideas, let me know. Now, we've gone to 12, and I said 10, but, you know, it's fine. Right, I'm going to release the rest of the pressure now. Might not be much left in there after what it was doing for the whole 30 minutes. I'm going to take my drawer out for my air fryer and find something to, let's see, take this out. So there we go, that's pressure released. You know, there's still liquid left in there. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to take this extremely well cooked. Oh, can you actually see that? Hold on, I'll pop it into that and then I'll show you. There we go. Okay. Look, we're real life. It's turned itself over, so I'm going to gently pop it back that way. Now, the trivet's not underneath it now because it fell off, okay? So I am going to pop that into the air fryer. Turn the air fryer on. Yep. But while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to cancel this off. In this basket here, I just have some carrots. Hopefully they won't end up like last time's carrots. Again, you're going to have to watch that video. I have some new potatoes, which I basically just washed and I've cut up into bits. I'm going to pop this in here. Pop the lid back on. Now, this is going back onto high pressure. Or high pressure, no, just normal pressure, because there is only high pressure on this machine. And I am going to put them on for 7 minutes. So that's going to do its thing. And then over on the air fryer, let's see, we'll turn it on. I'm just going to use the air fryer mode because you might not have all the rest of the settings that the Ninja has, but most of them do come up to 200 Celsius. So I'll put Fahrenheit again up on the top screen there. I'm going to put that in for, hold on, I want to spray it with a little bit of oil first, just to try and get that skin to crisp up a little bit. On 10 and away. Right, so we've nearly, thankfully, the air fryer basket was there. Otherwise, our turkey leg would have flown off around the edge. Anyway, never mind. Right, I'm going to let this do its thing, that do its thing. If your air fryer is finished beforehand, don't worry about it, because meat normally, you know, likes to rest itself a little bit before you cut it up. And also, when I take the veg out of here, I am going to be putting it onto a plate and just covering it up to keep it warm. And I'm going to be making the gravy in with them juices that I have that have cooked the turkey in. So you've got all that goodness from that. You've got the veg in there. You've got all that goodness from that. The onion, the bit of sage. Why am I showing you the pepper? I don't know. I picked these up today, whether that's going to be able to see that or not, in Aldi. And they are specially selected, made with British chicken gravy. Now these are new to me. I've not seen these before. So I'm going to be cheating and I'm going to be trying this just because I want to try it. And then I can tell you if it's any good. So the turkey leg fit. Oh, wow. I'm speechless. Hold on now. The turkey leg finished. You can see that. Just take that out. Okay. That is gorgeous colour. Doesn't look too pretty, does it? With a little bit of bit sticking out and stuff like that. But there we go. The Instant Pot has 2 minutes left. So I am going to pop this to rest over on the side. And then I'll come back once the veg is finished. And I'm doing a quick release on that. Oh, it's just got really steamy in here. I'm not sure whether the camera will pick that up. The windows are done. Yep. So anyway, that has just released its steam, thankfully. Just put that there. Now I am going to fish out my veg and just pop it onto a plate. I just actually, if you caught last time's video, oh yeah, there we go. Carrots are properly cooked. Potatoes are cooked. Excellent. We've got a win today for that one. I'm going to pop that back over there. Excuse me, guys. I'm just going to put a clean tea towel over the top of that. Now just keep, they shouldn't go too cold anyway. I am going to bring this back another bit. Press cancel on this, and I want to press the saute. We're going to higher the temperature up to the highest one and press play or start. Now I just, rather than me having to try and hold the jar and hold everything else, I measured out, the instructions on this say 4 heaped teaspoons or 20 grams per 280 mils of boiling water and stir continuously while adding to dissolve. So what I've done, I started off with 350 mils or 1.5 cups roughly. But we might have had, well, I'm going to assume it's let out a bit of that because of the amount it was steaming through the cooking process. Then it might have had more juices from the turkey. So I'm just guessing this now. I'm going to wing it a wee bit. I'm going to pop this in. This is starting to come to a rolling boil. If it's too much, we'll add some more water. If it's not enough, we'll just add a little bit more. No panic. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. Just having a facial here as well. Now, I just wanted to see what that smelt like because I have been doing my best to try and find a substitute for one I have. Actually, I think that might just be about right. Let's see. To try and find a substitute for this one, for just when I'm having some instant gravy. And I can't find one that I really like. I don't mind if I'm putting it into casseroles and stuff like that. But if I'm just making up a standalone gravy, I don't really like anything else. Oh, that's not bad. I'm quite happy with that. But it smells nice. It smells like proper roast chicken. If that makes any sense to anybody, I don't know. Even though we're having it with turkey, but sure, it's poultry at the end of the day, right? Okay, now I am going to turn that off, and I am just going to pop on the keep warm setting, and we're going to bring that down to the lowest. Just press that, and the rest of the heat that's in that will continue it bubbling away anyway for a while. This is just why I go and dish up. In fact, you know what we'll do? Just pop that over there for a second. Just want to have a look in the turkey. Not the turkey. I must say, I'm quite enjoying doing these kind of more of a cook along video with me. I hope yous are too, because it's what I'd like to do, you know, going forward into the future. So I want to take that skin off. Still has a little bit of crisp to it, not as crispy as it would be if you completely roasted it. Oh, I'm liking that a lot better. Look at that. The meat's just falling off the bone rather than me having to hack at it. It's not dry. Just check that leg, because we know what legs are like. No, it's fine. Look at the mess I'm making this. Right, I am going to go and put this onto the plates, and then we'll come back and do a deep dive and a taste test. Okay, so dinner is dished up. We have a look. I am absolutely starving today. So we'll try. I've lost my knife somewhere. Typical. But you know what? It is so much more tender and easier to take off the bone than it was just roasting it in the air fryer. So that gravy is lovely too. I much prefer the turkey legs done instant pot first, then into the air fryer to crisp up, than I actually do the roasted version we done last week. So just anyway, I am absolutely starving. So before my dinner goes cold, I am going to say to you all, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, if you're not already, subscribe. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything at all. And again, thank you for spending time in the kitchen. I love yous all to bits. Yous are making my Christmas with the amount of lovely comments and everything, you know, yous are putting down. I'm hoping to have at least another 1 or 2, maybe 3 videos out between now and Christmas itself. But if I don't talk to yous before then, make sure to have an absolutely fantastic one. Take care, lovelies, and I'll speak to yous all hopefully down in the comments or over on another video. Bye for now.